Jaylo,
Yes.
we were hanging out this morning and talking about food, as we often do. The holidays are upon us again.
Yeah.
You had a really cool idea.
Yes, I did.
I think it kind of started out because we were at your kitchen table sipping on some hot chocolate, and I told you... No, we started talking about the Mariah Carey Christmas album.
Yes, I did. And I said, all I want for Christmas is you is like at the top of the Christmas charts, I think. It's like one of the most, it's one of the most favorite of Christmas songs, I guess.
I'm not into Christmas stuff. One, because it's also my birthday, and two, it feels a little bit too Hallmarky for me. You know what I mean? Like, it feels corny.
Well, not to me, because I love Christmas.
Oh.
It doesn't feel so corny to me.
But you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I would understand why it would feel corny to you if you didn't celebrate it a lot, and if you didn't celebrate your birthday a lot either, so I understand that. But I love Christmas. It's like one of my favorite holidays, besides Thanksgiving.
Oh.
Yeah.
I told you the story about how Nick Cannon, who was married to Mariah Carey, used to have a candy store in their apartment.
That is insane.
It is.
It sounds fun on paper, but if you have the money to afford that.
Well, they're super rich.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Well, individually, yes.
At the time they were together.
At the time they were together, yeah.
Yeah. And I think she's married to some hedge fund billionaire now, right?
I have no idea. I don't keep up with Mariah Carey's marriages.
Nice.
I just know that she married Tommy Mottola at one time. And I think she wrote Butterfly for him. And then later on, years later, she married Nick Cannon.
Good for her, babes.
I guess. I think she was older than him.
Yeah.
By like 11 years, I think.
Nice.
Something like that.
Well, we started talking, and then you said we should do something for our friends this year.
I did, and I got this idea because my loving sister decided one year, I think this had to be 11 Christmases ago. Well, it's not Christmas yet, but 11 years ago, around Christmas time, she decided to make little boxes for the family. And she bought a bunch of metal boxes. I think she might have gone to the Dollar Tree, which they really do have some interesting things there.
Yeah.
And I like it. And she got these metal boxes and she made these little treats like cookies, chocolate covered pretzels, and they were really good. And I think she made something with mint chocolate covered pretzels, something like that. And I think she put like little pieces of parchment paper in the boxes. And I thought that is such a neat and creative idea, and it's really inexpensive. And I thought, wouldn't it be fun if the two of us as a couple, we make like batches of, and you thought of cookies.
Mm-hmm. But we could do other stuff too. Maybe a slice of cake or something.
I don't know. I kind of think we should start with cookies first.
Okay.
But that's just my thing. That's what I think. But we can talk about that as the weeks go by.
Yeah.
And I said, I think it would be really cool to send little treats to people that we love and care about, and friends and family. But you said maybe it would be a good idea to test it out on our friends. So I could pick like maybe 2 or 3 people. You can pick 2 or 3 people. And then I decided, I had this idea that if we didn't have enough to make more cookies, we could send them a recipe.
That might be kind of cool.
To make themselves.
I really like the idea of sending them food.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have to do a little bit of research because I've never sent food in the mail before.
I haven't either. I've had food sent to me, but I have never sent food in the mail.
But I think this could be a very fun project, especially since I'm supposed to get my stand mixer this week.
Yeah.
I need to test that thing out, babes.
Yes. I thought it would be super fun, and I'm very, I get in a festive mood when I think about Christmas, and I thought, wouldn't it be fun if we got a bunch of cookie cutters and cut these cookies out into fun shapes? And I just think it would be so fun.
I'm sure the people who know the very anti-Rick Christmas insert angry rant here are probably thinking to myself, what is he doing with himself? But this is a couple thing. And I I'm less into the cookie cutter idea than you are, but if you're willing to get them, let's do it.
But we don't have to do cookie cutters.
We could if you want to.
I mean, it's an idea. I'm not sure if I want to do that either.
Mm-hmm.
But we can go with the traditional round cookies. The cookie cutter ideas. I got that too because my sister made a bunch of sugar cookies and she cut them out into like Christmas trees and they were just super cute.
Oh, that's cute.
And snowmen. But we don't have to do that. It was an idea. I don't know if I'm going to get cookie cutters.
I'll leave that in your court.
Okay. But, yeah, I think that would be, and I've never worked with, I the last time I worked with cookie cutters, I was very young. So I haven't dealt with cookie cutters for a while.
They're very easy.
Okay. They're kind of like biscuit cutters?
Yeah.
All right.
You just place it down and hold it for a couple seconds and you're good to go.
Nice.
Yes.
Well, I don't know. I'm going to think about that. I think it would be kind of fun to, make little Gingerman shaped chocolate chip cookies. I don't know. And well, I remember one year I had a good friend of mine, and we made these snowman cookies and we used, pretzels and chocolate and things like that. And we brought them to a gift exchange party, and they were a big hit. But the cookie cutter idea that might be kind of fun, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm. This is good, babes.
Yeah, I think it would be a lot of fun to do.
Nice.
And since we like cooking together and we're getting into baking together, I thought it would be a fun little holiday project.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Gives me something to do besides watch Columbo reruns all day. I don't do that.
Dateline NBC, which I watch on occasion.
Yeah, I don't actually watch Columbo reruns. I can stop watching whatever show I'm currently watching.
No, that was it wasn't Columbus. It wasn't Columbo reruns. It was something else. I forgot what it was.
It was
Remington Steele.
Yeah. I'm like Huey's dad.
I've never watched Columbo. Have you?
I've seen it a couple of times.
I heard it's good.
It's good. I liked it. I don't know why I didn't keep watching it though.
You know what I really liked that I thought was kind of fun to watch was The Avengers.
I've heard good things about it.
I only watched a few episodes because at the time my friends had Cozy TV.
Oh, yeah. That's that service with older shows on it, right?
Right. Well, MeTV is another one, but they do play a lot of MeTV stuff, and I get nostalgic for older stuff, but I like The Avengers. It's a British show, and it was fun, and yeah, there's a lot of older shows that I would love to get into.
It's weird because I love older movies and don't really enjoy a lot of older TV programs, with a few exceptions. Mm-hmm. But I love newer TV shows and don't care that much about films that have been released in the last 20 years. Again, with some exceptions.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
I think it's because the TV that came out between, let's say, 1950 and 2000.
Mm-hmm. That's a big gap.
It is. Felt very fake in retrospect. Now, as a kid, I didn't know any better. But as you grow older and you begin to look at society, it just doesn't feel real to me. It feels like it's trying too hard to sell soap and cars and whatnot.
And my thought about that is it's not supposed to be real. It's not supposed to be real.
We don't need to go down this rabbit hole again, but what I will say is I want to believe I'm watching reality when I'm viewing a television program. I want to escape.
This is what I have to deal with, folks.
I'm an easy lay. Give me a good story and some good acting, and I'm in. And TV, it was easy to like it when I was a kid because I didn't know any better. But a lot of that stuff does not hold up today. Ugh. Movies is a different story. For some reason, movies were a lot harder back then. And obviously I'm cherry picking, right? Because the 90s had a lot of bad films too. In fact, probably every decade has a lot more bad movies than good ones, but the ones that I gravitate to are better.
I think it's because I watched a lot of TV as a kid.
Oh, I did too.
I probably watched more than you did.
No, I doubt it. I was always watching TV.
I was too. My sisters and I were just camped around the TV a lot of the times. We were watching cartoons, we were watching old stuff. But I didn't think of it as, oh, I have to believe this. I was like, of course I don't believe it, because it's not, it's fun to think about, but it's not, it's just a show. And
no, it's not like I believe that when we're watching The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, that there really is the Banks family with a butler named Jeffrey, and then I'm watching real life.
That's not what I mean.
But I want to believe in the universe when I'm watching the show.
That's exactly what I mean. I'm saying that the whole Fresh Prince universe, or whatever movie it is, Star Trek universe, it's not real. I'm not going to put a lot of stock into it because it's not real.
It's not real, but when you're watching it, you want to be able to escape it.
No. You want to do that. I want to escape it and not think about how real and how not real it is.
Okay, so you've said before that I've changed the way you watch movies and presumably TV programs.
In some ways, but not quite.
I'm wondering, I know it's great being with the bald god.
Oh, geez.
But do you ever wish we didn't...
Here we go again.
Do you ever wish we didn't meet, in the sense that you can't really watch movies the same way that you used to and just easily escape?
I don't understand your question.
Well, I'm going to make some assumptions, so feel free to correct me if I'm wrong.
All right.
I'm assuming that before we met, you could watch a dumb TV show and it didn't really have to make sense at the end. It was just a story. Plot holes weren't a big concern of yours. And since I've taught you a little bit about analyzing characters and stuff of this nature, you're still not at the level I am, but there'll be times where we're hanging out and you'll call bullshit on a TV show or movie. And I'm wondering, from your perspective, is there even a small part of you that wishes we never started watching TV shows and films together? Because then you could have more of an escape.
Not really, but I haven't really changed my stance on a lot of the stuff that I said.
You have somewhat, because...
Somewhat, but not at the level where you're at. It's just a tiny piece of it, but normally I'm just like, I just want to watch this movie and not think about it. Yeah, maybe I'll go back and think about the character. Like, I really didn't like the character, but the acting was great. Or whatever. But I guess now that my mind is a little more mature about watching stuff, like, I never liked villains as a kid. But if the acting is good, you may not like the character, but the actor should be great. Should really convince you that this character is really evil. But at the same time, I'm still at the place where I just want to watch a movie, escape from everything, and not think about too much of the storylines with the characters. Maybe I will, but usually I don't. I'm just like, I just want to watch this half-hour TV show and not think about it.
What's it like when you watch something and I'm not here, and you know it's something that I'm probably not going to like? Do you ever think to yourself, oh, I'm getting away with this if Rick could see me now? Or are you just like, I'm just in my space. This is my jam. And the boyfriend is doing his thing right now.
That's just my me time.
Okay.
I don't even think about it. I'm like, I don't think about it as much as if you were here.
Yeah.
And I don't even think of it that much now, but just, there are times where I will think about it. Like, there are some movies that I've watched, like, for example, In Love and War, I did not like the ending. I did not like the ending at all. And that's a movie I'm not sure if I can recommend to anyone because I just didn't like it. It's supposed to be about Hemingway.
Yeah.
I did not like the ending. That is one of the things that I guess one of the movies that I sort of analyzed. But I'm not an analytical person when it comes to that usually. If that makes any sense.
It does, and I am.
And you're more analytical than me, so you can kind of understand why I wouldn't really think that way.
I get it, but you switched a little bit now. We got down this rabbit hole because there are TV shows from the past that you have thought about exploring more.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of those titles? Besides for Columbo.
And the Twilight Zone?
Twilight Zone I love the Twilight Zone.
The Twilight Zone is really good.
Yeah.
And of course, we've started watching a little bit of Alfred Hitchcock Presents. Mm-hmm. And I thought they had some really good episodes. Some of them were very, very strange.
You know his daughter died this year?
Pat something, right?
Yeah, Pat Hitchcock.
She
Patricia
was the
Hitchcock.
one. Yeah, she was the one in the one about that room at the hotel.
Yes.
Was it like room 42 or something?
Something of that, like that, yeah.
That was a crazy episode, but it was good. And at the end of the episode, he's like, and they never got married, or whatever
The
it was.
story has a happy ending. They never got married.
You had a funny sense of humor.
Oh my goodness.
And the one about the weather.
Yes, yes. But what are some other older shows that you want to get into? Maybe without Rick or...
Well, I don't. We'll have to find out where they stream. I think I saw a couple episodes of Gunsmoke.
Yeah, that would be a without Rick show, I think.
I don't know. You might like it.
I don't know, maybe.
I watched a little bit of Bonanza, I was maybe in my teens, early 20s, and I really liked it. It kind of reminds me of Little House on the Prairie, but I like that stuff. What else did I want to see? Bonanza. I never got into the Dukes of Hazzard, but I heard it was good. My friends in high school liked the Dukes of Hazzard, but I never got into that one. It's like one of those cowboy shows.
Southern Pride.
Oh my goodness. And I saw a little bit of Roy Rogers. I kind of like that one too. I like the old Western type shows. I watched a little bit of The Lone Ranger. I kind of like that one too. But no, Gunsmoke was, I like Gunsmoke. That's a good show. To me anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
I really can't wait to show you some more modern shows. We didn't watch any of The Boys this weekend because we kept taking naps.
Yeah, it was one of those sleepy times.
But we got to get back to it next weekend because it's been a while. And we could finish the show so easily and move on to other stuff.
Yes.
There's so many different TV programs that I want to show you.
Mm-hmm.
Part of me really wants to watch the first few seasons of The Walking Dead with you.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's a point where it just goes a little bit off the rails for me. So I don't know. And another part of me wants to show you the first 3 seasons of Dexter.
Oh.
Before it just becomes
really bad.
Really bad.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know though.
Yeah.
There's so much good TV that I want to show you.
I will definitely keep that in mind.
Good.
Yes.
Yes.
But you're not like a huge fan. I mean, you like some of Dexter, but not a lot of it, right?
I love the first 3 seasons, and then it just gets ridiculous.
Because when I watch a show, it's one thing if it gets ridiculous towards the end of it, but it's another thing when it gets ridiculous in the middle of it.
See, I don't think there's any excuse.
Oh.
I think you're there to do a job. You're supposed to entertain your audience.
But I expect the show to be good throughout the whole thing.
That's what I want.
Okay.
And granted, most TV shows have some really bad episodes, but it's about consistency, right? And Dexter just was really, really, really bad the last few years.
That's not good. When did it end?
Well...
Or did it come back again?
Yeah, it actually I think they did a reboot or a reunion or whatever you want to call it. They brought the characters back like a week or 2 ago.
Wow.
Yeah, because the last ending wasn't ridiculous enough with him carrying his sister's dead body around in public, in daylight, around tons of people.
Did he kill her?
Yeah, so here, I'm spoiler alert for people who haven't seen the end of Dexter. You're correct, and your buddy Rick is here to recap it for you. So first, let me tell you what happened. I'll give you my experience with Dexter.
All right.
I'd heard about the show for years and didn't want to see it. Right, just because it sounded like, a serial killer who works with the police.
Yeah.
That sounds like, this is the dumbest idea ever.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
I got really sick near the beginning of 2014 and was confined to bed for 2.5 months.
Poor thing.
And spoiler alert, it had to do with a girl before Jaylo.
How were you able to get your food?
That's a story for another time, but I did have a method.
Oh, good.
But we'll focus on Dexter for now.
Okay.
And a bunch of people said, Rick, you need to watch Dexter. I know how you feel. but brother, give it a chance. So I started watching it because it had just gone onto Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
And I finished the first season in like a day.
Mm-hmm.
But I was also confined to bed, so let's keep it
Mm-hmm.
real. It wasn't like I was hitting the club back then.
Okay.
And it's great. And the second season, the third season is amazing. Then it starts to go downhill in season 4.
Oh.
And then it just gets worse. So finally, I'm in the middle of season 5, and I'm thinking to myself, I cannot continue with this show. It's just so
Which is
bad.
really bad, yeah.
I emailed a friend of mine who had recommended it to me. And she said, I stopped watching at the beginning of season 7. You're not missing much. You're a better person than I am. And I'm thinking about watching the finale, but I don't know. Okay. So I stopped watching it at that point, and then I'm like, but I need to see how this wraps up, because you know how I am.
Yeah.
So now, another thing I don't like what they do in TV shows is when they have the recap of the beginning of what you missed.
Yes.
Especially now with streaming, because I think to myself, if you were a fan of the show...
You should have already known what happened.
Exactly. Anyways.
Yeah, I get it.
But Dexter had that. So I watched the premiere of season 8 on Netflix, and I, was focused on the recap, and then I skipped to the last episode and watched it.
Yeah.
Okay. Really, really bad ending. So basically what happens is... And I could be having it wrong because, again, I saw it like 7 years ago.
Yeah, this is a long time ago, yeah.
His sister, Deb, who I think they actually got married in real life. Michael C. Hall, the actor, and the woman who played his sister.
That's kind of weird, but okay.
Their marriage didn't last, but from what I heard, it ended on good terms.
Okay, so his wife/sister.
Yes. So what happened was, I think she may have gotten shot and ended up in a coma, and it wasn't looking good for her.
Okay.
The show is also based in Florida, and they were expecting a big hurricane to come in.
Oh, right.
So,
I remember that.
Yep. So, Dexter goes to the guy who shot Deb and has a syringe, stabs the guy, and the guy dies of a heart attack.
Oh.
He goes to see Deb, who's in the hospital.
Yeah.
And he kills her to get her out of pain. It's not like I'm gonna really have my fun chopping you up. It's like I'm doing this for you.
So murder. He murdered her to get out of pain.
For her to get out of pain.
For her to get out of pain.
Then what he did is he picked up her body. This is in daylight where there's tons of people. He walks through the hospital and goes out and is walking around with her dead body and leaves it on the side of the road.
What?
In front of everybody. Yes. No, this is what happened, babes.
Wow.
So Dexter had a kid with his main girl. I forget her name, but she was the wife in the first couple seasons. She started off as a girlfriend. She was his wife.
Yeah.
And then they got married at the end of season 3. And that's when the show sort of ended.
All right.
Okay. She got killed in season 4 by John Lithgow. And right after she had the baby.
John Lithgow, what did he play?
He played a criminal. So each year they had a criminal who sort of helped provide the arc for that year.
Oh, wow.
Jimmy Smits was great on it. John Lithgow, even though it's when the show started to get bad, he's John Lithgow. He gave a great performance.
He's a great actor.
He's amazing. But anyways.
John Lithgow, yeah.
So he had this little baby, and in season 5, he meets this girl named Hannah. Mm-hmm. Now it's a couple years later, the baby's like, 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah.
He tells Hannah and his son Harrison, I want you guys to leave because of the hurricane. And I'm going to meet up with you guys in whatever city it was. I don't know.
So she was taking care of his son with him.
Yes, because I think they'd become a couple. But remember, I skipped a lot of the show.
All right.
So Hannah leaves with Harrison, and Dexter decides that he's going to take his boat out to sea in the middle of this hurricane.
That's not a good idea, but okay.
So keep listening.
All right.
Fast forward maybe a few days, and Hannah is with Harrison in some city. She's playing with what I presume is an iPad, and she sees a story saying Dexter Morgan, the name of our protagonist, loving family man, dies at sea at age 38. Oh. She looks at Harrison, she grabs his hand, and she's like, let's go get some ice cream, which is something I used to joke about with friends. I used to say, oh, this is a great dramatic show. You know it's going to end with some lady taking a little kid to get ice cream. I literally used to say that to friends, and they're like, come on, Rick.
Oh, wow.
Bro. So that's the second to last scene. The very next part of the show is you see the woods, and you see a man glaring in the woods, and it's Dexter with a beard, with a overly dramatic music. Series ends. Until 2 weeks ago when it comes back.
Oh, jeez.
Yes.
It's the series that keeps on starting over, right?
I know. So if we watch Dexter, we ain't going beyond the death of Jimmy Smits.
Okay.
Yeah. He's such a good actor. I
heard that he was.
I loved him on NYPD Blue.
Mm-hmm.
When he was with Dennis Franz. That was really cool. Did you ever get into that show? You probably didn't.
Not really. I mean, I may have watched a little bit of it. I know that a lot of people have come on to NYPD Blue, like Rick Schroeder and Mark Paul Gosselaar, but it sounds like a show that my dad would watch, but I never really got into it.
I enjoyed it. It got a little bit ridiculous near the end, but I thought the years that Jimmy Smits was on it were really, really good.
I think I saw an interview with him a long time ago on a talk show. I forgot what it was, and he seemed like a very funny and nice guy.
Yeah, I have a feeling that Jimmy Smits is somebody you could hang out with.
Yeah.
You know what I remember him from the early 90s, babes?
That's it.
There was this TV movie on, I want to say ABC.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's based on a true story about a man who adopts a little kid, and the kid's mom she didn't take care of herself in the womb, and the kid was like Native American.
Oh.
The mom killed herself by drinking antifreeze right after she gave birth.
Ooh.
And the son has some very strong developmental issues.
I don't remember that one.
I think the boy's name was Adam in the movie.
Oh.
I wish I remember the name of it.
I don't remember that movie. I never saw it.
It was super intense, babes.
Wow.
But yeah.
But it was a made-for-TV movie?
Yeah, it was good, though.
I don't remember that. Huh.
And it was so good, I went out and adopted some Native American children of my own.
Oh, no, you didn't.
No, I didn't.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness. But check out NYPD Blue and the first few years of Dexter.
Meanwhile, back to yesterday.
Yeah. Well, so before we get to yesterday, babes,
okay,
I realized that on Friday, I described what my dream apartment would be like. And of course, since it's Rick and I have a vivid imagination, it was super over the top.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, what would yours be like?
Oh, that's a good question. It would definitely have more than one floor. I think maybe 3 floors.
Okay.
I think maybe the ground floor would be like the main living area. And maybe like maybe that would have like a bathroom. So it would look like a regular apartment on the first floor. And see, I'm not as elaborate as you are.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't know.
I was very descriptive.
I think it would be really fun if I had like a frozen yogurt room somewhere on the second floor. And I could have like a room dedicated to snacks and stuff that I would like to have, but it would be in a separate room, like ice cream, frozen yogurt, candy, what have you. I would like to have some extra storage. I would like to have a swimming pool, maybe if it had like some kind of a cabana.
Okay, like a rooftop thing? Or maybe balcony.
Maybe the balcony.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it could be like maybe there could be some things on the balcony, like it could have like a balcony where you can see like a place that I could have barbecues, like an area like that. I like the idea of a cabana where it has both a hot tub and a pool, because I had a friend that had that in her apartment building, and I really thought it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe the top floor you could see a really nice view of a garden. Because I think that I've never seen gardens, but I would imagine that they're, I could imagine getting married in a garden full of flowers. Lots of flowers.
And what city are we thinking about?
Probably Hawaii.
Okay.
You know, it's a great place for gardening.
How many bedrooms?
Well, if I really wanted to go all out.
No, remember, I said 12.
12.
I don't think, maybe I didn't say that, but that's in my mind. And I also wanted skybridge connected to buildings.
I think at least 10 would be.
Okay.
ideal.
Yeah.
Maybe 3 on the bottom, 4 on the in the middle, and 3 more on the top.
Mm.
And then each floor would have at least 2 bathrooms, maybe 3.
Okay.
If someone didn't like a bathroom, they can choose another one. And I think that maybe the first and second floor could each have a kitchen, and a good sized kitchen too.
Nice.
Maybe the first floor could have the master kitchen, and the second floor, the kitchen wouldn't be that much smaller than the other one. It wouldn't be the master kitchen, but it would be a good sized kitchen.
Well, good. Anything else you want to say?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not as elaborate as you are, because you've got an amazing imagination about the sky bridge. The sky bridge.
I put all the rappers to shame with my apartment.
What was that one dream you had where you went out one of the doors in my apartment and there was like a nice yard, or what was it?
No. What had happened was, and I don't even remember the episode number, but I know we discussed it here. And I may be getting it wrong because it was a dream, but I believe you sent me out to get some food. I run into an ex-girlfriend, but it was like one of those dream girlfriends, so nobody who I actually dated in real life. Uh-huh. And we got into like a thing. But it was, you had a building, you had a huge apartment, and there was a door that led out to this walkway. If I'm remembering correctly, which I may not be.
Okay, I thought it was a yard or something.
I don't think it was.
But you said it was like a really cool area.
Super huge apartment.
Yeah.
Yes.
Probably good for New York standards. I don't know.
Probably great, because New York is super expensive.
Yes, it is. It also depends on where you live, because I have a friend who is planning to move to Long Island. Long Island, where there's hamlets and villages. So it's like it's close to the city, but not like in the heart of the city.
I have a dumb question. I do not know what a hamlet is.
I think a hamlet is like a small house.
Okay.
Like a cottage, I think. I'm not sure what they're supposed to look like. I know what a cottage is, but I'm not quite sure what a hamlet is supposed to look like. It sounds like it's a quaint little house. We have to look that up.
That could be fun, babes.
We have to look that up. But he said that he wasn't going to live in the city, which it's probably super ridiculous expensive.
Yeah.
But that he was planning to move to Long Island, where it was in the country and it's quieter, but it's close enough to the city, but not in the midst of all of that.
That's cool, babes.
Brouhaha.
Yes.
That's a funny word, brouhaha.
It is.
Yeah.
Jaylo.
Yes.
Yesterday, I'm hanging out on YouTube.
Yeah.
I see a new video from America's Test Kitchen, and I like their stuff. They were talking about air fryers.
Yes.
I haven't really had a desire to get one because I've heard a lot of mixed things about them when I researched it a couple years ago. And now people are starting to say that the technology has come a long way in that time. Because when I was looking into it, it was like near the beginning of the air fryer revolution in this country.
Yeah.
So they reviewed one. They said this is their top model. It's super expensive. But I looked on Amazon. It was $119.
Not bad.
You went to bed early. I looked again. And because of Black Friday or whatever it is, it's down to $89.
And I thought when you told me that, I'm like, that is a really good deal.
Yeah. Now, I know I said yesterday in reference to my stand mixer that they'll have flash sales on Amazon.
Yeah.
But the reason I think this will hold all week is because it's done by Instant Pot, is the company that makes it. And they have
Instant Pot made it.
Yeah. I don't know the specifics, but they have some sort of partnership with Amazon.
Wow.
Because I've noticed that when people talk about Instapot, they always talk about buying it on Amazon and the connection to it. So business-wise, I'm not sure what the deal is there, but I think it's going to hold throughout Friday. The deal, that is.
Yeah. And I told you that one of my aunts purchased an air fryer and she tested it out and she's made some dinners in it. She's made some onion rings, and they turned out super good.
I might have to get one.
Yeah.
Recreate the chicken bacon Swiss sandwich from Carl Jr.'s.
Oh my goodness.
Make my own bread. I don't like mayo, so I could ferment my own mustard.
Yeah. And if I wanted to order one for myself, I can eat the one with the mayo and not give you that.
Oh my!
I like mayo.
But I'm talking about making my own, babes.
I know.
Okay.
But wait a minute, Bubs. You bought the chicken bacon. Well, actually, yeah. I bought it. I bought the chicken bacon Swiss sandwiches for us.
Yeah.
But you ate it with the mayo. How did you?
No, I got it minus the mayo.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. My
That's okay.
my mistake. Excuse me.
That's all right. That's all right, honey. How are you doing, honey?
I'm okay. I just had something in my throat. Ugh.
Very good, honey.
All right.
Yes.
You're so funny.
Thank you, babes.
I don't know. You've been doing this thing where you're like, oh, it's okay, honey.
I love you, honey.
It always makes me laugh.
Thank you, babes.
You're that charming.
Yes.
But anyway, I think that would be so good for you. I really do.
Yeah, and I know that means that I've been spending a lot of coin on kitchen gear.
Uh-huh.
But, it's the holiday season, and I'm one of these people, I actually do use kitchen gadgets. I try to be very meticulous about what I buy in reference to the kitchen.
Yes.
I want it to be something that I'm going to use on a fairly regular basis.
Right.
And I'm also, too, I can fry,
Yeah.
but I'm not the best at it.
Yeah, I get that.
I think a lot of that has to do with being blind, too, because it's kind of hard to... They say, remove something when it's golden brown, but a lot of the times you can't really notice that stuff.
If you can't see it, there has to be, there has to be a method to, I guess if you smell it, yes.
Mm-hmm.
If it smells like it's cooked, but it's not burnt, but then you also have to know, well, you have to feel it too, somehow.
And that can be kind of complicated because
Yes.
you're dealing with super hot oil and you don't want to hurt yourself.
No, and it's not like you're cooking pancakes where it doesn't have to be on one side for very long, because you put it there and it's maybe close to a minute and then you flip it over.
Yeah.
Because, as my former home ec teacher said, the way that you know that it's ready to flip over is if you feel the scratchiness of the pan.
Yeah.
And when it's scratchy enough, you can flip it over, and then you make however many pancakes you want and do the same method.
You still not have chicken that I've fried, which makes sense because I don't fry stuff over here because of the super hot heat and the oil and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And you haven't really spent a lot of time at my apartment since I stopped being a vegetarian last year.
I have not. No, I have not tried your chicken. But you could probably fry chicken in your wok, right?
Yeah, you probably could. But that's a lot. I don't know. Yeah, I think I could do that.
Right.
I've never cooked meat in my wok before.
Yeah.
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 Yes.
But no, I have not tried your fried chicken. But when we have made chicken before, that one time when we made the chicken and potatoes, that was amazing. We made it here.
Yes.
Oh.
Babes, if it goes well for me, you might want to consider getting an air fryer.
I've been hearing about them. I heard good things about them. It's possible.
Mm-hmm.
It is possible.
Nice.
Yes.
Jaylo.
Yes.
We kind of just lounged around yesterday after doing this.
We did, but it was nice. I liked it, and it was kind of, we both were pretty tired.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I started to go out on the couch.
And I was like, and I kind of got tired too, and I ended up sleeping longer than and then we made an excellent pasta. I think it was probably the fastest pasta we made.
We got it together super fast.
We did, and it was really good. I worked with the bell pepper, and I also worked with what was the other thing? I chopped a small onion, and it turned out super good. And you work with the broccoli, the chipotle pepper, which was just one pepper.
The zucchini.
And the zucchini, and it just came together so well. And the cheese on top of that. Oh,
at one point, I make you lick my hands.
Yes.
After I'm dealing with the chipotle. Partially because I knew it was going to throw you off because it was so spicy.
Yes.
And I kind of wanted to do that. And I'm sure you're thinking, what is this mofo going to do with this dish?
Yeah.
Because you haven't really worked with chipotles before.
No, I haven't. No,
and I knew that putting one in there would make it kind of like a nice, spicy, smoky taste to it, but it wouldn't overpower the dish.
No, and also since we put cheese on top of it, it would counteract the spice too.
Were you a little bit concerned when you licked my finger?
I wasn't concerned. I wasn't as concerned as, well, okay. I was a little concerned. And I'm thinking, how many peppers does he want in this dish? You're not going to put more than one pepper in there. And you're like, oh, don't worry. We're just going to have one pepper in there. And I'm like, okay, maybe that'll be good. But since so far I've trusted your cooking, I thought, all right, I'll try it. And it turned out super good. And it was a really good smoky flavor.
And next week we're going to do some new stuff. So
we're going to do something with chicken and rice. And we're going to do something, we're going to make
chicken kati rolls.
Chicken kati rolls with paratha bread.
Yep.
And the delicious sauce that you make it with for the kati rolls. I'm really excited about it.
I am too.
Yeah.
Also, getting that sweet Thanksgiving meal in.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And since Alana doesn't like turkey, I'm going to have plenty of leftovers.
No, I like turkey. I love turkey.
Uh-oh.
But we're gonna have that at your place.
Yes.
Yes.
It's gonna be fun, babes.
It is.
Yes. I'm gonna have a lot of leftovers.
No, Buzz, I'm gonna eat it.
No,
I'm gonna eat it with you.
You're gonna have an initial meal, babes, but then you don't want any leftovers.
Oh my God.
You've implied that you don't like turkey as much as I do.
I do like turkey.
Okay.
I'm just saying I didn't want you to get like a 22-pound turkey like you did last year. That was insane.
This one, I believe, is 14 pounds.
But this is good for the both of us. See, if 22 pounds sounds like it's good for like 5 other people. That's what I mean.
Interesting.
No, I love turkey, Bubs. I'm just saying that's a lot of turkey to deal with.
Fascinating.
And it's just the two of us.
Yes.
It's not like we have my mom and the rest of my family, because it's a lot of people.
Yes.
You know, it's a good like 14 people, 14 person gathering or whatever. No.
Well, good.
But, you know.
Yes. Jaylo.
Yes?
Is there anything else we want to discuss before getting into the movies?
I don't think so. We already discussed quite a bit.
Would you like to give a recap of Brown Sugar, or do you want me to take it?
I will give a quick recap of Brown Sugar, because this is like the second time I watched it.
And this is probably the 8th or 9th time I've seen it. I can't speak today. I keep stuttering over my words.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. I've done that too.
Good.
Alright, so I'll give a quick recap of Brown Sugar. What I really liked about the beginning is when there were people that were saying, I remember hip hop, and the first thing that I remember listening to was such and such song.
Talib Kweli is featured in the beginning, which is cool because Mos Def is in the film and they were Black Star.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you never listened to the Black Star album?
No.
Oh, that's such a great CD.
I listened to the Talib Kweli album in like the early 2000s, which is really good.
Which one, Reflection Eternal or Quality Control?
I'm not sure which one. It was the one with Just to Get By.
Oh, that's Quality Control. That's really good.
That was a good album.
I love a lot of his early stuff. Reflection Eternal was, I guess you could say Black Star was Talib Kweli, Mos Def, and DJ High Tech did all the beats.
Yeah, because my sister had his album, that one. That was really good.
I was a big fan of them. But I'm interrupting, and you're the one giving the recap.
Okay.
And we haven't even got past the first 3 minutes of the movie.
Oh my goodness. I'm not going to give away everything, because there's a lot of stuff in it. But it centers around Sydney and Dre, a.k.a. Andre Ellis, who's played by Taye Diggs.
Mm-hmm.
Sydney is, I forgot what her last name was. Sydney is played by Sanaa Lathan, who's a very good actress. She was also in Love and Basketball, and she was really, really good in that one. And They've been best friends since they were 10 years old. They featured that song, I Used to Love Her.
Which, by the way...
It's a good song.
They, I think, say it's their favorite Common Sense song. It is also my favorite song by him.
That is a good song.
And it's off his best album, Resurrection, which a lot of people just know that tune from that album. Listen to Resurrection from beginning to end. If you love hip-hop, you will dig this album. Anyways.
Good song.
That's Rick's hip-hop soapbox, which I will get off momentarily and then get back on when we start analyzing this movie.
Oh my goodness.
So
she was the narrator in the movie, and she was talking about hip hop, but hip hop was a
symbolism.
Thank you. Hip hop was
symbolism.
Wait. Just let me talk.
Okay, sorry.
You're distracting me.
Right, sorry, babes.
Hip hop symbolized the relationship with her and Dre, but she didn't realize that until this, a lot of things started happening. So Dre introduces her to Reese, who was his fiance. And I guess, when they first met, it seemed, to me anyway, I got the impression that there was already jealousy with, Sydney. She seemed like she was jealous of Reese right away. Am I correct?
It may be below the surface.
Below the surface, yeah.
And it also could just be that Sydney wasn't used to seeing Dre with this person, with anybody for more than a month that he was dating.
Right.
And Reese didn't know how to react to the friendship that Dre and Sydney had.
Right. And it was even more awkward because Reese invited Sydney to her, wedding shower, which
yes.
I would not do that. That would be very weird.
I get that. You want to make peace with this dude's best friend.
Yeah, but I wouldn't invite my fiance's best. I don't know. It's just a weird thing to me, but whatever. Anyway, so she goes to the shower, gives Reese a really nice gift. I'm surprised she gave her a negligee, but she did. Everything's going well, but then it's the wedding day. She's talking to Queen Latifah. I think her name is Joy, her friend.
Something like that.
And
she's actually her cousin.
I'm sorry, her cousin, yes. Her cousin, and she's like, why don't you say something? I mean,
I love the wedding scene.
Yeah, it's like, why don't you say something? Come on, just say something. And her cousin is urging her to say something. And she's like, I don't think that's a good idea. It's like, if anyone, if there's anyone out there who does not think these two should get married, speak now or forever hold your peace, and she doesn't speak up, of course.
But they were making noise.
Yeah.
So everybody was kind of focused on them.
I always like those scenes when that happens at weddings.
Oh.
So they get married. I believe she goes to the reception, and already she's feeling a little bit awkward, and I understand that. Meanwhile, Dre's having issues with his time at Millennium Records.
The hoe is mine.
Oh my goodness. He meets Rennington at this party, right? It's a club? It's a club?
I think it's the same party, if I remember right, and my memory sucks, even though I saw this last night for the 9th time.
Yeah.
Where he introduces Reese to Sydney.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so I guess I kind of
that's okay.
I'm backtracking a little bit.
That's totally fine.
But Rennington were there, and it's like they call themselves the Dalmatian
of hip hop because one of them is white and the other one is black. And the white dude wears a black fur coat, and the black guy wears a white fur coat.
It was very weird.
Yes, and
very gimmicky. But they played it, and it was kind of corny, but they were like the comic relief of the movie. They wore matching jackets, right? At
the beginning, when you first see them, they have these Dalmatian jackets that are basically white with black dots. And then when they actually get into the studio, they switch it up a little bit.
Black with white dots, right?
No, it's white with black dots.
No. I mean, when they go to the studio.
No, when they go to that's what I was talking about, when the white guy was wearing the black coat and the black guy was wearing the white coat, I believe is when they're in the studio.
Yeah,
but before then they're in Dalmatian.
Right. Coats. It was really funny. They're supposed to be the Dalmatians of rap. Anyway, so they're in the studio, or the guy at Millennium Records is wanting to sign them.
And by the way, the dude in this movie who plays the executive plays Bunk on The Wire.
Yeah.
We see The Wire too.
Okay.
We are going to watch it after Ted Lasso, but keep going.
Oh my goodness. So he's saying, yeah, we have to make money. We should sign. This is what people want. And Taye Diggs is like, Dre is like, no, this is really bad. And he's thinking, no, I gotta eventually get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
There was a scene where he heard them in the studio, and he leaves that same day because he's like, I don't like this. Meanwhile, and I'm kind of going back and forth because there's a lot of things going on. Sydney gets a date with this guy named Kelvy. He's like, what is he?
He's a basketball player.
He's a basketball player.
And he wants to become a rapper.
Yeah. He goes on a date with Kelvy, and her cousin is like, you gotta dress up to the hilt for this guy, because, you should go out on a date, He's like, yeah, but it's not even a date, it's just dinner. That's all it's gonna be. Because she works for this magazine. She writes article.
Double XL.
Yeah, she works for Double XL magazine.
Yep.
And writes for the magazine. He goes to dinner with Sydney. It sounds like they pull it off. They end up dating eventually. Kelvy eventually does ask her to marry him.
And spoiler alert, Kelvy throughout this movie is actually a good guy. Like, the one fault he has is maybe he's a little bit lazy with reading her stuff, but he's not like a horrible human being.
No, he's actually a nice guy.
Yeah.
And anyway, this is around the time that Dre and Reese are having problems.
Mm-hmm.
Reese pretends to support him when he gets his own record label.
She does support him.
Well, she does begrudgingly.
No, I don't think it's begrudgingly at all.
You don't think so?
No. Well, maybe we'll get into that when we do character analysis.
All right. Okay, to me, it seemed like she didn't want to support him.
I have some thoughts, but let's describe the rest of the movie.
But I only watched it a second time. Anyway, so things are going slowly. Well, maybe a little bit more downhill with Dre and Reese.
Yeah.
Dre notices that Reese flirts, and he's trying to act like it's okay. Oh yeah, I know Reese flirts. It's fine. It's okay. Sydney and Kelvy are, from all intents and purposes, it seems like they're doing all right, but you could tell towards the end of the movie that it's not so perfect.
She's not as into him as he is to her.
She's not as into him as he is into her.
Yeah. For
sure. And both Reese and Kelvy notice that there's some tension between Dre and Sydney, but they just don't know what it is. They know something's going on, but they don't know what it is. They also don't know that Reese and Dre had Sydney and Dre before the wedding had a makeout session.
Yeah.
And later on, they did sleep together. But both of them don't know about this. They just know something is going on. Dre and Reese finally divorce. Sydney gives Kelvy back his ring because she's like, I just can't do this. I'm sorry. Kelvy walks away. It sounds like he had to accept it. And why don't you pick up on the last part of this?
I love you, babes. But you did not even mention Mos Def.
I'm so sorry.
All right.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay. I'll bring it in.
All right. I completely forgot about the cab driver.
Well, let's bring it in here for a little bit. Before Dre left Millennium Records, he was obviously always trying to sign cool MCs, right?
Yep.
And since he loved hip hop, he wasn't necessarily going for the Ren and 10 crowd.
Mm-mm.
And actually, as I'm saying this, I think he actually meets Ren and Tin at the show for Mos Def.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
not when
Not
he introduced.
the party.
Yeah,
No.
but I have a faulty memory.
That's okay. I totally forgot that part.
In any event, he goes with Sydney to see Cav Love, who's Mos Def's rap persona in this movie, right?
Yeah, Cavi, yep.
Yep. And Cav kind of blows him off, says, you know, I've seen some of the artists you have at Millennium, no diss, but I don't think it's the right fit for me.
Yeah.
He leaves the conversation.
Yeah.
After Dre exits Millennium, he decides that he needs to get somebody like Mos Def on his side. So he becomes friends with him by helping to clean his cab.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And in the movie, there's a great New Year's Eve party scene, and that's where Kelvy proposes to your girl Sydney.
Yes, that's
but
right.
It's also I love a couple other things about the scene. Somebody's making some noise outside your place.
I think it's a car or a motorcycle or something. I don't know. It's really loud.
Yeah. In any event, that's okay. It's not your fault, babes. At least I don't think it is.
It is not my fault.
Wow.
I'm not driving it.
Okay. Two other things I love about the party portion of the movie, the New Year's Eve thing, is I thought it was very... I like the interplay between him and Queen Latifah.
I like it too.
And he is attracted to her.
Yeah.
But I also enjoyed, you see Kelby drunk, and he's not hitting on women.
Yeah.
He's not trying to cheat on anybody.
Yeah.
He's just talking to Mos Def about, hey man, maybe you could be like my coach. And
yeah.
like, I really love that they didn't try to make Kelby into a bad guy in this movie.
I think that was great.
Because that would have been the stereotypical Hollywood thing, right?
Yeah, so that would make, yeah.
Yeah, but in any event, near the end of the film, Sydney's broken up with your man Kelvy.
Yep.
And her and Dre have had sex. Dre's marriage has ended. She goes to be on the Angie Martinez show because she's the editor of Double XL magazine. Sydney is in this movie.
Right. I wasn't familiar with Angie Martinez, but
she's kind of a big deal in New York hip hop radio.
Ah, okay.
But I no way you didn't know who she was.
Yeah.
So they're at Hot 97.
Yeah.
Now Dre and Cav have gone there already to try to sell the program director on the idea of playing Cav's music.
Yeah.
And they hear it's going to be on Angie's show. So they tune in, they hear Sydney, and there was an interplay when they were at Hot 97 and sitting on the couch, and Mos Def is like, you know, you're like Humphrey Bogart, and I don't want to be the dude at the end of the movie who you walk away with.
The lady in the fog or whatever.
Yeah, because it's a great reference to Casablanca. So they're fighting, but it's like a play fight. And they hear your girl Sydney, and then Mos Def is like, let's go get her, Bogart, or whatever he says.
Yeah.
They drive down, and I love it. I know it's corny.
It is corny, but I like it too, but it's corny.
I know, it's corny.
Yeah.
He's in the cab, headed to Hot 97, and he calls Sydney, and he's like, when did you first fall in love with hip-hop? And she starts to tell the story, and then he's like, no. When did you first fall in love with hip-hop? And she's like, Dre, I've loved you from the first day we met. And he's walking through the halls of Hot 97. They embrace. Mos Def starts talking to Queen Latifah about the champagne flute that they had mentioned in the party.
And she's like, hey, would you like to go out with me?
And the movie ends on an upbeat note.
It was such a fun movie. And I can't believe I forgot the Mos Def storyline. I was going to get there, and for some reason I didn't.
I want to tell you now, before we go into character analysis, about my experience with this movie. And hip-hop a little bit, right?
Okay.
So, as you know, and we're going to get into it deeper, rap music is my first real musical love. But we'll get there when we get there, which is going to be soon. In 2002, this movie comes out near the end of October. I don't want to go into every detail, but I let's just say I had some stuff going on in my life that was not that great.
Right.
Okay. And I love rap music, but for real, there have been some horrible movies with rap stars in it.
Yeah.
So I did see the previews to this film, and I thought, you know, Mos Def is awesome, and Queen Latifah is good, but I'm not going to go see that. That looks stupid.
Yeah.
Missed out on seeing it in the theaters. I moved to Hawaii, and I become friends with somebody. Really cool guy who opened me up to a lot of different things.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say it's April or March of 2003. We go to Blockbuster and he says, Rick, let's rent Brown Sugar. I think you'd like it. I'm like, all right, dude, whatever. And I really enjoyed this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I've probably seen it 8 or 9 times since then, like I said earlier. And each time I enjoyed a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Around this time, he bought the soundtrack to the movie.
Yeah.
When I moved from Hawaii back to the mainland, I stole his copy of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Or he gave it to you.
No, I sold his copy.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he took CDs from me too. Nothing.
Yeah.
No, this was not grand larceny. It's a $15 CD.
You actually just took it and he was okay with it.
I think I told him later that I took it.
Okay.
You have not actually listened to the soundtrack album?
I don't think I have, but I'd like to.
I love the soundtrack album. It doesn't have all the songs from the movie. But it's a good representation of the film.
Well, I also didn't like... I'm glad that this song was not on the CD. I also didn't like that horrible version of Time After Time.
Yeah, that's one song near the end of the movie.
I know.
And I do agree with you on that.
I did not like that. Did not do Cyndi Lauper justice.
So this movie has held a special place in my heart. And I also think another reason I really enjoy it, it's about hip-hop. But there's always talk about in this film about how hip-hop is changing. It's for the masses.
Yeah.
And it's not what it used to be, is sort of the implication.
Mm-hmm.
Which a great manifestation of that in the movie is Ren and Tin. Like it's a sign that it's going downhill.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And to me, I'm younger than these characters, and I did not grow up on the East Coast, right?
We both didn't.
Well, but that's where hip hop was kind of really came into its own.
Yes,
is in New York.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have the same life experience as these people.
Yeah,
but this was around the time when hip hop, for me, started to go bad.
Yeah,
was when I saw this film.
Right.
I may have said this here before. The last rapper I heard who blew me away was Immortal Technique.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard other people who've been good since then, but nobody that has really captivated my attention and made me think I need to rewind my CD and listen to this song again since Immortal Technique, who kind of came out around the same time. So this film to me represents the life of rap music, but also in some ways the slow decline of it as well. And I'm wondering, what do you think this movie says about rap?
I think you're right. I will admit, I'm not as much into rap and hip hop as much as you are. But I can totally understand from the beginning, because they talked about, as early as Rapper's Delight, the Sugar Hill Gang, and Curtis Blow, and things like that. You're right. It has evolved and changed so much over the years. So I can understand what they were saying, rap and hip hop is not what it used to be. Well,
it evolved, and then it started to devolve. So obviously...
Devolve? Is that a word?
Yeah, it is a word. Devolve.
Okay.
Rap music has devolved. They didn't talk about auto-tunes in this movie.
Yeah.
Right. But they did take shots at, bad commercial artists in this film. And it's... Now, the movie has a happy ending, which kind of implies that rap is going to keep growing with them. And that's the one thing the movie gets wrong. Because rap has gotten so much worse since this movie comes out, because everything now is auto-tunes.
It's really bad.
I'm not going to badmouth Trump, but I'm going to bring him up for a minute. Maybe not in the way you think, though.
Really?
Yes.
All right.
So give me a chance.
Okay.
When Trump was running against Hillary in 2016, her sort of take was America is already great. And Trump's campaign slogan was Make America Great Again. Which I think resonated with people because it feels like in this country, we can't look forward because there's there's so much bad stuff that looks like it's on the horizon that it feels like we can only look back now. And Hillary Clinton failed to realize that.
Yeah.
And this movie looks back on hip-hop instead of... It tries to look forward.
Yeah.
Like Cav is our entry point into the future.
Right.
And that's where it feels short, because it's an optimistic way of looking forward that doesn't really hold up.
Yeah, and I think that now that you said that, Dre made a point to Sydney that you have to look back.
Yeah.
In order for you to go forward. Look at what happened back then and then go forward.
So my question is then, what does this film say about nostalgia?
I think that nostalgia can be a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why, you know how you're like, why do you keep talking about these old shows? There are new shows. But here's the thing with me. I think I've gotten more nostalgic as I've gotten older. And we've also talked about different generations, and each generation has good and bad shows, movies, music, television, right?
Mm-hmm.
Each generation has. But you notice that when our parents were growing up, or our grandparents were growing up, you can understand why they're looking at us like, oh, this generation doesn't understand good whatever it is.
Absolutely.
They don't understand good music. They don't understand good movies. They don't understand good work ethic or whatever it is. They think so differently, and it's understandable. So I don't think it's a bad thing to look back at things that have happened back then that really paved the way for new things.
Yeah, and in some ways I feel like it's become so much easier during the pandemic to become nostalgic. Mm-hmm. Since, for my take, I'm not sure that the future is going to be all that good.
It's easy to think that. I think it can be good if it's done correctly.
Yeah, like, you know me. A big difference between who I am now versus who I was before the pandemic.
Yes.
I was super excited about what was coming up.
Yeah.
And now it's like, things might turn out okay. But I don't know.
I'm trying to keep a good, I'm trying to keep it, for me, to keep it optimistic, because if I find that if I think of it as, oh, this can only get worse, and in some ways things are going to get worse, but it's not going to be worse for forever. Mm-hmm. Things change. The good thing about our lives, that bad things don't stay bad forever. Things do change. There are good things, there are bad things, but they do change. And that's what really helps me. A part of the reason why it's easier for me to think about what could happen, because this is not going to last forever. It can't last forever. Whatever bad you see, it can't last forever.
Yeah, I mean, there's the pandemic, but there's also political upheaval. And we don't need to go into everything, because people are living through it too. Yeah. And they can see it with their own eyes.
Yeah.
Said by a blind guy, or hear it with their own ears.
Right. And I can't, for me anyway, I'm not the kind of person that likes to dwell on what's really going on that's horrible. Mm-hmm. I have to think, okay, we live in a temporal world. Everything is temporal. That means that things don't stay the same forever. And what we're going through now is not, we're not going to be in this state for the rest of our lives, I don't think. So things have to change. Something is going to give. And I have to keep thinking that way, because if I don't, I'm going to go crazy.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. The way that I think about it is, things can't stay the way forever. Things can't stay this way forever. And if I keep thinking that way, then it's not going to, that way it'll keep me from not, completely going insane and falling apart, because I think I would.
I know that yesterday I was maybe not critical, but I definitely brought up an issue I have where I think that you're a lot more wholesome than I am.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the ways I believe you're good for me is you're a lot more optimistic than I am too.
Mm-hmm.
And that sort of like, can take me out of my funk a little bit.
Well, good. I'm glad.
Yes.
I'm glad.
Do you think that the movie Brown Sugar could be made today?
That's a good question. I think it possibly could. I wouldn't want it
No.
today, but it's possible that it could if it's done correctly.
I think if this film came out, it wouldn't be a movie. It would be like a limited series on Netflix.
Yes. I think it could be like I think it could be a documentary.
That would be interesting, actually.
That would be interesting.
You could follow a couple around who met each other as little kids and use hip hop as a backdrop.
Yeah. I loved how they used hip hop as a symbol for their friendship and later relationship. I thought that was such a creative thing to do.
In my mind, babes, I'd give this movie a 10 out of 10.
Wow.
It works so well. Now, or at least a 9.5 out of 10.
Wow.
That's how good of a movie I think this is.
Wow. I would give it an 8, between an 8 and a 9.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe closer to a 9.
That's fair.
Yeah.
There are a couple things in this movie that I feel were done so well, just outside of it's a rap movie, right? One of the things I really like is if it was a big budget studio film, it would have been Reese cheats Andre with Kelvy. And instead it's Reese cheats Andre with some guy who we've never met before.
Some weird guy that you just see once.
Or it would have been Kelvy hits Sydney, or Kelvy has an affair on her too, and that gives her the justification to go with Dre.
Right.
And so it's just like, Kelvy was lazy when it came to reading some of her work.
Yeah.
I like that they didn't go the easy route.
And it seemed like when Reese and Dre parted, they both knew that it was time to leave.
Yeah, there's the really cool scene at the bar where she says, I talked to my divorce lawyer and he said, did we try to make it work? And I realized that we didn't. And he's just like, this isn't going to be a thing with us. But they're still kind of cool with each other.
Yeah, and then she's like, well, at least, stay and, have some drinks for a little bit before you go.
Mm-hmm.
It sounded like, she was okay with it, even if she wanted to make it work.
The other thing that I think would have gone wrong if this would have had a higher budget, there's a scene where Reese and Sydney are in the gym together and they're sparring partners.
That was fun.
It was fun because if it was a typical Hollywood movie at the time, Reese would have punched out Sydney.
I thought that somebody was going to get punched out, but I'm glad this time that nobody got punched out.
That would have been way too predictable and way too easy of a thing to do.
Yeah, and that usually happens, but I thought it was fun. You could tell that they were definitely, there was definitely tension between the two of them.
Yeah, but a lot of the times it's those little choices to me that make a difference between a pretty good movie and a great one.
Yeah.
They made the right choices with the little details.
Right. And I thought it was just super funny when he's talking to Sydney. He's talking to Sydney about her date with Kelvy. And
on the phone.
Yeah, and then right there is Reese behind him.
Yeah.
It's like, Sid.
And he sees her though. Yeah. Like he looks back and he sees her going to the bedroom and he doesn't chase after her. That's another thing that would have been done in this type of movie, is he would have had to get off the phone and chase after her. But instead he just sees her and it's like,
whatever.
Yeah.
Because usually in different movies, he would have spoke to her in a closet.
Exactly.
You're right?
Yeah.
But instead he's like, nah, I'm just talking to Sydney. It's not a big thing.
Great choices made in this movie. Really, you have to see this movie. Yeah. If you love hip hop, well, here's a question that I don't know if I'm qualified to answer.
Okay.
Obviously, it might not be a 9.5 out of 10 for me if I wasn't a rap fan. But I wonder, and you like rap a lot less than I do.
I do.
Do you think that somebody can enjoy this movie without being a rap fan?
I think it's possible. I think it's possible. I mean, they could use I mean, even if they have a little bit of an exposure to hip hop, I think they would still be able to enjoy it. It's funny.
Yeah.
It's creative. The music's good. I think they would like it.
It's really weird to me that this movie isn't talked about more.
It's good.
As
it
a
really
classic.
Is. Yeah.
It's such a great film.
It is really good. And it seemed like the cast of characters did have chemistry. You could totally imagine Taye Diggs and Sanaa Lathan as best friends.
Yeah. It's super believable.
Yeah.
Which I like.
And Reese, you could totally imagine that she would not like the friendship that they have.
I almost forgot to mention the record label thing.
Yeah. Because
you think that Sydney helped out Dre begrudgingly.
No, not Sydney. Reese.
Oh, Reese. Okay.
No. Sydney supported him. She always supported him.
Okay. For some reason, I thought you were talking about
No, I'm
Reese.
talking about Reese because she's like...
Yeah, okay. You were correct on that.
Yeah, she did not want to support him making his own label because my impression was that he was making a lot of money at Millennium.
Yes.
And why would you change your lifestyle because you want to make your own label? But she wasn't thinking about his future. You
know what I've noticed about myself, babes, listening back to these?
What's that?
Oftentimes, and I think this is related to my dyslexia.
Yeah.
I'll hear names wrong
mm-hmm.
when you're throwing out names of characters or even when we're talking about music. And so I won't respond properly.
That's okay.
And so I think that's maybe what happened this time.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It's not your fault.
I wonder if that's why I'm so bad with remembering the names of characters. Obviously this movie's different because I love it so much, but
that's okay.
Yeah.
It's fine. I mean, some people there are ways you can strengthen that.
Maybe there should be a drinking game. Every time Rick hears a name wrong, you take a shot of vodka.
No thanks.
And then you die because I do it so much.
What?
I don't know. That was meant as a joke. For anybody who wants to play that drinking game. The Rick got the name wrong game, we'll call it.
Oh my goodness.
Coming soon to a podcast near you.
No, there will be no drinking in this apartment. Sorry.
Well, I mean for people listening, babes.
Oh my goodness.
You know I don't drink at home.
I'm really glad you don't.
No.
I'm really glad you don't because I think you would have had a really, really big problem.
I think I would have too, which is why I don't do that anymore.
And I'm going to be like, I think we need to go on a break here.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Babes.
Yes.
Would you recommend this movie to members of your family?
Yes, I would.
And what's your elevator pitch?
Oh, yes, I would. No, I watched it with my sister.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I did. That was the first time I watched Brown Sugar, I believe. Yeah.
Nice. In the theater or home video?
No. I think we rented it.
Did they seem to enjoy it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was really excited when it came out.
Yeah, I wasn't again, but I'm super glad that my friend rented the videotape.
No. It was good. And Sanaa Lathan in the I don't remember if she was in The Wood. We saw her in Love and Basketball. Mm-hmm. She was really good. And of course Brown Sugar, really good.
Nice.
But yeah, she's a good actress. And The Wood was a fun movie too.
From the same director.
Right.
Yeah. So
The Wood also has a great soundtrack, you guys.
Oh yeah, I bought that soundtrack when it came out.
Yeah.
I remember smoking a little something, listening to it.
Mm.
And Alana did not smoke anything in a while.
Oh my goodness. Let's not go there again.
Moving on.
Oh my goodness.
Jaylo.
Yes.
We watched another film last night.
This is when I got a little tired.
Yes.
But yeah, we watched a film called Time After Time.
Directed by Nicholas Meyer.
Yeah.
Who went on to make the Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, which some people think may be the best Star Trek movie ever.
Mm. And you said you liked it, right?
Oh, yeah. It's really, really good.
Okay.
Really good.
Mm-hmm.
Should I give a quick recap?
Yes, go ahead.
And I will try to go through it kind of fast because I know that I tend to be very, very descriptive.
Yeah.
And sometimes that can get a little bit boring.
Uh-oh.
This is like a fictional H.G. Wells and Jack the Ripper. I'm going to skip over the first scene because it's just
That's
a hooker getting killed in
Yeah, yeah.
the 1890s in London.
Yes, I remember that one. That was weird.
HG has some folks over to his place, and he says, I'm going to leave, guys, because I've developed a time machine, and I want to go into the future where there will be a utopia.
Mm-hmm.
Some police come over to his place after he shows everybody his machine. And they say, we're here for Jack the Ripper. They're looking through the house. They don't find anybody. But they say it's this guy, Stevenson, who is a nobleman. Mm-hmm. And we know was at this party. They leave. And then H.G. Wells figures it must have been the time machine, partially because he goes downstairs right as his machine reappears. Mm. So that was a big clue in itself, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Has his maid gather all the money she can, jumps in the machine, jumps forward to the point in which it says on the speedometer, whatever the hell you call it. Yeah, that your man Stevenson went to, which is November of 1979. Uh-huh. He ends up in San Francisco at the H.G. Wells exhibit. Yep. Leaves, tries to track him down. Eventually, he ends up at the British Embassy. Mary Steenburgen says, okay, that man came in here. I told him to go to the Hyatt Regency Hotel. Meets your buddy Stevenson, who says, hey, sit down. Watch this thing with me. Mm-hmm. And I like that he struggles with the remote control. He finally gets it on, and he's showing him all these news stories, right. Violent cartoons, things of this nature. And he says, this isn't your world that we're in. This is mine. Yeah. I was considered the biggest, baddest motherfucker of the day, and now I'm just an amateur.
Okay, by the way, he didn't say that. Did he?
I may be paraphrasing.
Yes, you were.
Okay. They get into a fight because Stevenson wants to take the key. The key allows a person to travel with the time machine. If you don't have it, you'll just go into, like, infinity. And he knows, and he wants to, jump around and kill people, not to stay in one place. But he doesn't get the key. He runs off. Car hits him. H.G. Wells thinks that the guy is dead after going to the hospital, but it turns out that there's a problem with the paperwork. Yep. Meets Mary Steenburgen again for lunch. Mm-hmm. They meet again, and then they go to lunch. Yep. Spend the day together, and they ended up making love. She sees Stevenson at work. He runs away, and H.G. Wells has to convince her who he is. Yep. They travel a couple of days into the future, get a newspaper, find out that she's died, go back a few days, back to where they were, and have to figure out how to stop him. Yep. Because he's going to kill another hooker, or a hooker, in between that day and when Steenburgen gets it. Yeah. Okay? Try to stop him from killing the hooker. They can't. The police are suspicious because he called in the threat, and by now he has met with them and told them that he is Sherlock Holmes, which I'm sure set off a few bells and whistles, right? Eventually, it's a day when Mary Steenburgen is supposed to die. They arrest him, and he says, look, I will confess to anything you want, but you have to go and save my lady, because she had taken some Valium from all of us.
Right, yeah.
They go, and somebody is dead, and they're like, we are so sorry, bro.
And that's her friend.
Yeah, but we don't know that at the time. Yeah. But the detective's like, bro, we messed up. Yeah. Go ahead. Go get your time machine and do your thing. Yeah. All right. Runs into Stevenson. It turns out her friend came over for dinner, and he murdered her friend. Oops. Okay. Go to where the time machine is. Stevenson gets in it, puts in a destination. H.G. Wells pulls the key out of the thing, and the guy is sentenced to infinity. Yep. Yes. And then he goes into the machine, says, I'm going home. She's like, I'm coming with you, big boy. Wait for me. Wait for me, yep. Takes off her clothes, jumps in, and that's the end of the movie.
She takes off her clothes?
No, I made that up.
You're talking about the naked time machine.
Oh, yeah.
You're talking about the naked time machine and Before Midnight.
Yes. I really love the sci-fi elements of how the Before trilogy ended. Because you didn't think it was going to go full sci-fi, did you?
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
But we'll get to that when we get there.
Oh, my goodness.
Is Time After Time the best movie ever made? No. But is it a solid, fun movie? Yes.
I would give this a 7.
I would too. And one of the things I really like about it is The characters have trouble adjusting to modern life.
That's great.
H.G. Wells tries to chase them in a car, and he's a horrible driver because he's never driven before.
He drives into a wall.
The only reason Stevenson is doing so well is because Mary Steenburgen is driving the vehicle that he's in, right?
Yep.
At one point, H.G. Wells is trying to use a phone booth, and he has to read the instructions.
We're not to call 911.
I really... Again, it goes back to little details like that make movies so much better.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. For
sure.
What did you think of the film overall?
I liked it.
Yeah.
Well, for the parts that I was awake, which was most of it, I think I was kind of going in and out of consciousness in the beginning, but I enjoyed it. It wasn't, Back to the Future, of course, is a better movie.
Absolutely.
But this one was a fun one. I really did like it.
I've seen this movie once before when I was 6 years old. My mom said, hey, you got to watch this. You're going to really enjoy it. So I was a little bit nervous of, is it going to hold up? It's obviously meant for a younger audience.
Yeah.
But they don't play down to them.
Yeah.
And that's why I think it works so well.
Yeah. Did that come out in the early 80s?
1980, I believe.
Okay.
Now, let's talk, this is just kind of a fun aside, about how some film franchises interact with each other. So Nicholas Meyer does this and then makes the Wrath of Khan. Khan is part of a 3-film arc within the Star Trek franchise. And it's the beginning of it, and then it wraps up with The Voyage Home. Okay? I believe Nicholas Meyer either co-wrote The Voyage Home or was a producer on it. So... time after time, he ends up going into the future to San Francisco. In The Voyage Home, the crew of the Enterprise go into the past and end up in San Francisco. Right? Malcolm McDowell plays H.G. Wells in Time After Time. In Generations, which is the Star Trek movie where Captain Kirk died, he is killed by Malcolm McDowell. Right? Well, he kind of... Yeah, we're going to say he was killed by him. It's a little bit more complicated. Right. So people who've seen the movie could say, Rick, you're, it's close enough, bro. Yeah. Watch the movie again. Mary Steenburgen. Okay. She's in this movie. She plays a woman who has trouble believing that a man from the past came to her time. Yep. In Back to the Future 3, she plays a woman who thinks it's hard to believe that a man from the future would go back and run into her. So it's just these little, like, fun connections between films.
That is funny.
That I thought was kind of cool.
That is funny, yeah.
Yeah, nothing too deep.
Nope.
What do you think happens to her when she goes to the past? Does she try to be all women's lib? Or does she, for lack of a better term, know where she's at?
I think I think she probably has problems adjusting to his time, but I think she figures it out. Because it sounds like she's really in love with Mr. Wells, and she's willing to give that a try.
Nice.
That's what I think.
Yes. Unfortunately, that's really the only question I have about this one.
I think everybody should see it. It's a fun movie.
Yeah. Would you recommend it to your relatives?
Yes.
What's your elevator pitch?
I don't have one.
Okay.
Just, it's not like Back to the Future, but it's still a fun movie.
It's still fun.
It's still a fun sci-fi movie.
And I can't prove this, but something tells me that Robert Zemeckis and Steven Spielberg watched this movie before doing Back to the Future.
Okay. Maybe they did.
Yeah. Who knows?
But, but I guess if they did, it made for a good Back to the Future trilogy.
Yes. Well, good. Watch Time After Time.
Yes.
Jaylo.
Yes.
You went into the bedroom early last night.
I did. I started getting tired around...
let me make my little joke first, babes.
All right.
At first, when you say, we're going into the bedroom early, I thought, ooh, it's going to be a fun night. But it turned out that you actually wanted to sleep.
I was very tired.
Yes.
Wah, wah, wah.
Like,
I haven't done that yet. Take one for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a tired Jaylo.
Yes. You came into the bedroom at 9:27. I decided to hang out in the living room and watch air fryer videos for the next 3 hours.
And I was listening to what I was listening to. I don't think I actually I don't think I actually started to drift off until maybe close to 12.
You said that you were awake when I came into the bedroom.
I was, so I guess it was
I came in here
minutes.
like after 12:30.
Was it really?
Yeah, because I looked at the clock on my phone and I'm like, oh, it's like 12:35 now. I better.
I remember. I think
wrap
you
this
did
shit up.
say that, but I didn't realize that it was that late. I thought it was earlier. So, but anyway, so I guess I did start to go to sleep around 12:30ish.
Yes.
And I started to wake up around 6.
Yeah.
But when I was out, I was.
Yeah, me too. As soon as I hit the pillow, I was pretty much asleep.
I was out, yeah.
Yes.
I was just very, very tired, but it was a good day.
It was. You could have stayed out with me, babes. Been with the good boy for a couple more hours.
I know, but I was just too tired.
Uh-oh.
I was like, no, I'm just gonna relax until I go to bed.
Nice. Very cool, babes.
And it was good that I did.
I did not have any dreams last night.
I did not either.
Nice.
I was gone. It was really gone.
I know that we're going to see each other in a few days because of Thanksgiving.
Yes, Thanksgiving.
Yep, Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Yep. And we still don't know what movies we're going to watch.
Right.
At some point in the future, we probably will do a wrap weekend, but I don't know if that's going to be probably not this weekend coming up.
Yeah.
But my question for you, babes, is do you have any intentions or self-love things you're going to do over the next few days?
I don't do the self-love thing, but there is a bunch of things that I have to look up recipes because there is something that I would like to make, a dessert that my family has made in the past, and I think you'd love it. It's called a pumpkin crunch cake.
Yes.
And it's got pecans and...
We've been talking about this cake for years, but eventually
so
we will make it.
Good. And
yes.
it doesn't... And for all you egg haters out there, you don't have to make it with eggs.
Nice.
You can make it with some nice flax seeds. And it goes wonderful with whipped cream on top of that after you take it out of the oven. You could even put it in the fridge for a little while and have it with the whipped cream afterwards, and it'll still taste good. And it tastes really good the next day, too.
Mm.
It's delicious. And I had that. I think I had it the first time when my aunt made it. It was really good, and my sisters made it several times, and it's delicious. It literally tastes like a pumpkin pie in a cake.
Nice, nice.
I think you'd like it. So I gotta get the recipe for that, and also the ingredients for all the other stuff we're gonna do. And I'm very excited about it.
Very cool, babes.
And I'm excited to go to your place for Thanksgiving, because the last time I went over to your place was 2 years ago.
No, you came over in September.
No, for Thanksgiving.
Oh, for Thanksgiving, yeah. And that was when I was still a vegetarian.
Yeah, so we did not have turkey that year.
No.
But we had some really good mashed potatoes.
Yep.
I think I brought some... I think we had some cornbread. We had some chips. It was good.
It was.
It was really good. But now that we are totally eating turkey.
Oh, yes.
And I'm very happy that we are.
It's going to be great, babes.
It's going to be good. The turkey's going to be nice and moist like it was last year.
Yes, yes.
It's really good.
Nice and moist, just like my little Jaylo.
Uh-oh.
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 That's a joke.
I know.
Okay.
It wasn't good.
Well, cool, babes.
It was very cool.
Nice. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
I don't think so. I'm really glad that you mentioned the idea I had for presents.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be a lot of fun.
A select group of people will be on this list.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
If we actually make it, but I think we're going to.
I think it would be really fun.
Yeah, it's going to be cool.
I'm thinking about ideas for cookies.
Very cool, babes.
Pumpkin chocolate chip, chocolate dip shortbread. chocolate chip.
Well, cool, babes. Well, maybe we should wrap this up.
Yes.
Do goodbye, because it's like already 11:30.
Is it really?
Yeah, so you probably want to kick me out before it gets too crazy. And cars are coming down your street, hence the noise.
Yeah, it sounds like a motorcycle.
Something weird, yeah.
Shut up.
You can almost kind of feel it, actually, from where I'm at.
Yeah, I could definitely hear and feel the vibration of that.
Nice. Well, you want to give me a kiss, babes, before we finish this?
Kissy.
Hey, I love you.
All right, stop it. Stop it.
All right.
You're distracting me.
All right. Give me a
It's
kiss.
distracting.
Give me a kiss. And I don't want any funny business this time.
Oh my goodness.
All right, babes.
All right, have a good one.
Keep it real. Enjoy the turkey, but you'll probably eat that by the time you hear this.
And we will probably put out an episode around Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we're gonna put out the one we did yesterday.
Yes.
Yes.
But no, I'm talking about recording.
Oh yeah. We'll do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye bye.